Babe, put that away.
Let's do this.
That doesn't
See the books we have? I'm dyslexic.
Yeah.
And I'm picking up her books.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye. I don't like it that we're separated by books. Welcome to today's video.
Dyslexic boyfriend.
No, you're supposed to.
Oh.
You're not supposed to just speak in fragments. Okay.
She reads her text. One Nikki. Okay, I'm ready.
So David is my boyfriend.
Extremely dyslexic.
Come here.
You just squeeze my diligent.
No, I'm gonna get your cheeks. I'm so sorry. I can't do this. I'm gonna pick out my books for the month of August. And at the end, without David, I'll review my books that I read last month. This is me from the future, what I read in the month of freaking July. I don't even remember. So, I only read, the reason we're combining again is because I read less than I read in June. I read a solid 2 books in the month of July. This is really, honestly, I'm trying not to be hard on myself because obviously reading should be fun, but I literally have had no time to read. So I'm hoping for the month of August, stuff will slow down a bit and I'll have more time. Or I just need to make time because at the end of the day, that's kind of where I'm at. With that being said, these are the 2 books that I read in the month of July. First book I read in the month of July, which I was reading this book, I think from June, maybe even May. This took me forever to finish. This is The Scorpio Races by Maggie Steffeder. I don't know if this, I think this is just a standalone. This is actually an art copy that Eileen got like a long time ago. A little summary synopsis of the book. We're in this little town or whatever on these, I guess they're like either on the coast or on the islands, and ride horses. That's kind of the thing of the town, but there's these like water horses that are low-key evil and kill people all the time. And so there's like races and stuff that the whole town gets excited for to go do, but there's a lot of, there's a lot of risk, all this stuff. So you're basically following our main character, Puck. We're following Puck. Her real name's Kate, but she goes by Puck. So we're following Puck and we're following Sean. We're following Puck and Sean on their little adventure. Sean has won the races like over and over and over again. He works at a horse stable for this really like rich company, and he is obsessed with this one horse. All he wants, like he lives, breathes horse ocean, all of it. That's his life. He loves this horse, but he can't afford to pay and keep the horses his own. So he just continues his life living and working for this horse farm or whatever. And then Puck, her parents actually passed away. And so she lives at her family house with her 2 brothers, and they're kind of trying to make meets ends, and the oldest brother wants to move away. So that's kind of what happens. That's where our story kind of starts off at, and from there we just follow their life up until the races. With that being said, this is the most gorgeous writing I've ever read in my life. I think it's beautiful. I mean, the author's use of metaphors and language in here was just impeccable, okay? But let me tell you, this is also the worst plot I've ever read in my entire life. I've never read a book that had absolutely nothing in it. This is a 3-star, which I feel like is a very generous rating since the plot actually sucked. Actually sucked. I did not like the storyline at all. If there was even a storyline, I just didn't get it. I don't understand what we were reading this for. It was like learning information that we didn't need. It's just because I'm not invested in horses and stuff, but I don't know. I didn't really get it. It wasn't my cup of tea, but it had gorgeous writing. So we have a 3-star. Then I picked up My Lady Jane, which this was a reread for me, and I did enjoy this. I do think it was hindered a little bit, maybe just because I
think I'm in a little bit of a reading slump, and I definitely pick this up off and on. If you don't know, there is a show that just came out that is actually based on this book specifically, and I didn't know it was like exactly based on this, so now I really want to watch it. But this book was so good, so good. I mean, you have all the elements that you could possibly want within a book. It's historical fiction, you've got fantasy elements in there, you've got romance, you've got a bunch of different tropes throughout the whole story. I mean, it's great. It's just great. So we follow Lady Jane Grey, which, if you don't know, in history, she was, you know, that's what happened to her. And so we basically get the perspective of 3 ladies. There's 3 authors in this book. We have Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jodi Meadows, and we get their take on what they thought would happen with Lady Jane Grey. 3 different perspectives. We've got Gifford, who goes by G because who the heck names their child Gifford? He is arranged to marry Miss Lady Grey, Lady Jane. And then we have Jane's perspective, and we have King Edward's perspective. So all 3 of those, all 3 of them are great. I'm honestly was devoted to every single perspective. There wasn't one person that I wanted to hear more than the others, and I felt like not one of them died off very, you know, like it made me not want to read it. It was like interesting and, you know, also informing me when it needed to, but it wasn't boring. Gave a 3.5 star just because it definitely took me a long time to read, and it shouldn't have, and it was a reread, so I knew the whole plot, but looking back on it and remembering like the plot and stuff, like I still think about this book. So should it be probably higher than that? Probably, but we're gonna stick it at a 3.5. Now let's go back to my man picking out my TBR for the month of August.
So this is my TBR card. Also, we got a bunch of new books on the shelf, okay? We have, close your eyes because I don't want you to pick, like you can't be swayed here.
I already know 2 of the books that you got because I bought you one of them, and the other one, you literally asked me if you could buy 50 times and then bought it.
Okay, so we're gonna pretend that he doesn't know any of the books. But this one's a new one, this one's a new one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new ones, I think.
Can I open my eyes?
How many books do you think I can read this month? Because last month I only read 2. The month before I only read 3. Usually
you have more time these 2 weeks. I'd say when school starts, you can at least get 1 book done.
And I'm currently in the middle of 2.
Just say 3. Well, you asked me.
You're only gonna pick 3 books out?
Fine, I'll pick out 5.
You need to pick out like, let's do 6.
That's literally 1 more than what I said.
Yeah. These are all books I'm in the middle of, like series.
Okay.
So these 2 are part of a series, this is part of a series, this is part of a series, this is part of a series, these 2 are part of a series, and this is part of a series.
Okay.
You got all that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and then these are series that I haven't started yet. So this is an entire series, and then all of these are like individual books.
Okay. First of all, I laid these 2. So I literally bought you this one. This one.
Reckless by Lauren Roberts.
This is the precursor gap filler for this book, right?
It's the novella, yeah.
Yeah, gap filler, same thing.
I don't, okay.
Those 2. It's giving Narnia. Don't like it.
It's giving Narnia?
Yep, cover looks like Narnia.
I loved Narnia.
I did too. I watched the movies though, so it's probably different.
So you're not...
Well, first of all...
An Ember in the Ashes is giving Narnia. Let's just say that.
I don't know what the fate of that book's even about.
I don't know what it's about either.
I don't know if you're but I know I'm dyslexic, but there's normally a thing back here that gives you general sense of what the book's about. I know I'm dyslexic, but just wanted my book early and our girlfriends know that. What is it actually about, though?
Oh, you wanted
Yeah,
to
I
read
really.
it? Leia is a slave. I don't know how to pronounce.
Strong with
I
that.
don't know how to pronounce his name.
Okay. Yep. No.
What? I was thoroughly intrigued by
You
that.
lost me at the first five words. Didn't I just buy you a hardcover of one of the books in the series?
Mm-hmm.
Is this the next book in the series, or is this
Yeah,
the last
it's the last one.
Read that one. Is this the Dear America series you've written?
Uh-huh.
Is this the last one?
Yeah.
Is this the one you've been meaning to read?
Yeah.
It's purple too, so you have to read it.
I'm not really sure what it's about. I think it's about a bunch of people on a boat.
By these pictures, I would assume you're right.
You just bent the cover.
I'll buy you a new one.
That is about a girl, the president's daughter gets like stolen and then she appears like 8 years later.
That sounds kind of sick. You told me. Or 6. You said 6.
6.
Okay, this one?
So you have 2 books left. This one?
One
Okay.
more. Babe, I love you. But this looks like a freaking book they made me read in middle school.
Can you just like put that back already?
Why? You don't want to read it, do you?
No, I do it. Whatever you want.
You don't want to read this book. I'll give it to you. I don't think.
Thank you, baby.
Make that up. This dude looks cool. He's got a cool beard. It's a cool cover. What's this book about?
It's about a bunch of kids who get in a plane crash. And they have to
Oh,
survive.
this is the.
This is the one I don't want to read.
This is the one you're scared to
This
read.
is the one I'm scared to read. Yeah.
Okay, I won't put you through that. Not my pick. That's basically what you're saying.
Hey, you cannot freaking say that.
That is funny. I'm saying, I definitely know I can do math. Sometimes. That doesn't work on me. You know what? Fuck that. Stop looking.
No, babe, don't.
You're
do
looking
that
at
one.
the video.
That is so mean.
This is the 6th book for reading today, this month. From TBR.
Accounting for Dummies.
Yep.
This is my
The
TBR
TBR
for the month.
Okay, David is not currently here right now. He's out of service. He's not here. He's not here anymore. He's gone. For life. He's done. He's absolutely not here whatsoever. He's not here. He's not.
So Mary is absolutely not here right now. She's not here at all. No, she's not.
Okay, here's our books that David picked out for me. He's not here anymore. Again. Babe. Literally every time. He's such a camera hog. He literally wants to be on camera all the
I
time.
was coming to grab my hat.
He just walks in.
Mary, I think he secretly likes to be on the YouTube.
He loves,
I like people knowing you're my girlfriend.
he acts like he doesn't love it, but he likes being on camera. Okay, these are the books that he picked out for me. And this is gonna be my TBR for the month of August.
Looks a little.
She just put your dogs in my video. Powerful by Lauren Roberts, which is the novella to Powerless, which I gave a 5-star. Loved it. I heard this one is really sad. It's about the best friend of Peyton, which if you've read that one, you know this is a sad one. So this is gonna wreck me. And then we have Reckless, which my boyfriend bought me for my birthday. The second book in the trilogy, not including the novella, and this one, I've been trying to not hear any reviews on or whatever. I've seen ratings, and I feel like everyone's rating it a 3.5 to a 4. And he picked out the third book in the Tale of Magic series. This is
A Tale of Sorcery.
Second that she might be coming home.
Yeah, this is A Tale of Sorcery by Chris Colfer. This is the third and final book in everybody. My dad literally loves being on the camera too.
Pretending.
Tale of Sorcery by Chris Colfer. This is the last book. Now we have the last book in the Dear America series. This is I Thought My Soul Would Rise and Fly. The Diary of Patsy, a Free Girl by... Let's see who it's by. Joyce Hansen. Then he picked out Zero Day by Jan Gangsay. Finally, he picked out An Ember in the Ashes by Sabata here. And that is my TBR for August.
Hi, YouTube.
Bye.